Hi girls, my name's Jordan Philbeck and I'm going to do a little video on in-home consults, home events, small home events, and blitzing. This is really the second part to my relationship building. If you have not watched that video, watch relationship building first. This is the next step in that process. Okay, so I like to take my relationship building from social media to in-home and in person. We are so lucky that most of our business is online. 99% of all that I do, actually all my online parties, is online, but I prefer and actually have more fun and really see the benefit of increasing my PRS by bringing that in-home. Why do we do in-home consults? We do in-home consults to build relationships. There's just something to be said about building a relationship online and then saying, hey, you know what? Let's meet. Let me show you the products. Let me bring you a few samples, and building that relationship and getting to know that person. I think the best part of the in-home consult process for me is realizing that person, maybe their needs a little bit more, maybe what they're scared of. Why are they not trying with their makeup? If I can get them in an in-home situation, I can talk to them, I can learn from them, and I can listen. I can figure out maybe what they're scared of. They're afraid of putting it on. They don't know what brushes to use, or maybe they just flat out are scared of makeup in general. So I like to build that relationship by inviting them to my home for 30, 45 minutes. They come in and I have all the makeup laid out on my table. I always have catalogs. I always have my computer out, pen and paper to write down their colors as we go. And I start with the catalog. I like to, maybe they're there to look at lip products, but I'll always start it by saying, hey, I just want to show you my routine. That way, when you're watching me online, I can color match you here and you can say, you know what? I love how she's using that palette, but I think that I would use this palette based on the colors that she told me were best on my skin tone. So I always want to show them my routine to start out. So I will start with the face cleanser, the shine gloss, and the rose water area, all the way to finishing it off with my lip products. I have one of each color out. So if I have my BB cream color, my concealer, the blush that I want to show them for day in and day out. So I don't have too much out. I just have my one routine. I love to have my big trunk out because it's a talking piece. Everybody's like, oh, I want that caboodle. And then I can tell them, hey, you can win it. And so it's a great talking piece and it's really fun to talk about and share all those products that I have in there. So I like to just take 30, 45 seconds, walk through my routine, explain what I love. You know, I love the rose water. And tell all about it. So it's about myself for just a second. And then I tell her, hey, you know what? We're going to go through this routine and we're going to act like it's you putting this on. So we're not actually applying to her, but I'm picking out the best colors for her based on the routine that I use. So it makes them think outside the box because all they're thinking about is what they normally use. Okay, so once we've done that, then I pull out my foundation colors, the BB cream, the concealer, everything I possibly have. And if you don't have much on hand, don't worry. You can use what you have. At this point in my business, I do have lots of products on hand. So I like to do 4 or 5 different colors in a row on their skin, pick out the foundation, kind of teach them in the process, you know, ask them questions. I always ask, do you have oily or dry skin? Because that's a thing we can fix. Do you have yellow or pink undertones? Then I ask them, hey, do you have blue or green veins in your arms? Let me tell you why we're going to go with the color we're going with. Blue veins usually mean cool. Green veins usually mean that they're more warm or olive tone. And so I talk them through that process, very simple. So if they're oily skin tone, I make sure and suggest that, you know, skincare is very important. Moisturizing is very important because your body is working double time to try to fix the issues that are going on. So if you have dry skin, we need to do X, Y, and Z. So we kind of walk through those needs. If they're already using another skincare line, I'm not there to convince them to switch to me. I just want to show them what I use, send them some samples home, and build a relationship. An in-home consult is not about selling them right there. Please understand that. Do not have your business cards out. This is a point to grow a relationship and feel like they're friends with you. I also do these virtually, Skype or FaceTime, and I talk to them. I show them the products, and it's fun, and it just makes us get to know each other on a different level. So you don't even have to do it in person. You could do it virtually. And just show her products, talk about it, put it on for her. Super fun, and just show her what it looks like on you. So I make it very personal. I make it very simple. Always have a catalog. I always have my trunk out for a talking piece. I walk her through the process. So those are the things I've told you so far. Then I color match her. I make her a wish list. So most people don't come in expecting to buy an entire line of makeup. Maybe they're coming for 2 or 3 products. Maybe they're coming for 1, but make them a wish list. Say, I just want to just write down what you would want. And it's super fun that way. Then you can follow up. Remember that and write that down for yourself too. I always send everybody home with 3 samples, always. If they want more, great. Then I just send it home with them, let them play with it. That is always the next step in their process of believing what's going on. Then I follow up in a couple days, find out what she loved, how I can help her, make sure she's in my makeup blog. That's crucial, so she can go watch how I'm applying these products. I love to offer the chance for them to come back a second time once they've gotten their products in that they bought. And then that's when I really like to talk about the brushes. Okay, so she bought cream shadow and she bought BB cream and concealer and bronzer, for example. I would show her what brushes were really supposed to be used with those products. And then I let her put them on right in front of me. I love to have this little mirror out actually and let them sit and just kind of apply it and play with it, and then I can wash the brushes, no big deal. But it gives them a chance and an opportunity to really feel like I'm teaching them, okay? Because the end goal, a lot of people say that takes a lot of time and effort. It does, but that's where the relationship piece comes in. She's seeing me online. She's met with me in person, maybe once or twice. The key to that second visit is I always say, hey, bring a friend with you and I'll give you a cream shadow brush for free with your next purchase. Something like that, to broaden that network, to bring in another person. And when that person's there, color match them. Go through that process while your friend is playing with and learning with the products that she bought. Think smart about these in-home consults. They really are important. Okay, let's talk about home events just for a minute. I love to do home events with other groups of women that sell products like makeup. I mean, not makeup, I'm the makeup person. Clothes or jewelry or skincare or oils, something like that. Maybe health products. It's super fun and a great way to broaden your network to have an in-home event. I'm actually having an in-home event tomorrow. We will all be here at my house. We will rotate houses, in fact. We like to say, hey, if we do my house in February, we're gonna do your house in May, we'll do your house in August, and we'll do a holiday one at the other girl. And then you can find one little niche that you do that with and then find another one. You'll see that you can find friends in different networks and really broaden that network. So what I did with these girls is create an event online. We each added our local friends, and we did it 2.5 weeks before the event, which is tomorrow. And each day we posted different things. So one girl posted a look of clothing. One girl posted jewelry. Then I'll post a makeup demo. And we rotate through so that all of our friends are seeing all these products. And even if they can't come to the event, they know that we have these products, and we can add their friends. I can add their friends to my Facebook and vice versa. So it's important to not just use your close friends, but find people outside of your close-knit network to grow your network and use those friends to build your business. So when I do an in-home event, like here at my house tomorrow, I like to have it very simple. I have a table. Each girl has a table. I have a drawing at my front door. I ask them if they friend me right there when they come in the front door, that their name can go on a drawing for a free product, because I want their information. So that's very important. I do have catalogs at home events that I give them with a catalog, business cards with a catalog. I also have sample containers ready to go. So if they ask me a question, I can send them a sample, grab their information. I also do, hey, write your name down, and if you make an order tonight, you get free shipping. I will deliver it to your house, that type of thing. So they know the specials that I have going. I love to have an iPad out, kind of rolling through a video, or if they ask a question, I can say, oh, I have a demo on that, and I can show them right there at the table. I like to collaborate with each other at the end of the night with the other girls that have come so that we connect and get each other's connections. I always have set hours. That way people know when it's available. So 5:30 to 8:30. If you just have a start time, sometimes you just never know. It kind of drags it out. It's not as fun. Have set hours and have a fun drawing towards the end of the night. I also love to sometimes get a makeup artist to come and just have her trade services. So she can advertise that she's a makeup artist and come to my house. And for me, she's at my house helping me for 30, 45 minutes. And I'll just tell my girlfriends that are coming, hey, come watch a demo between 7 and 7:30. And so for her time, she's getting advertisement. For me, it's helping me show my friends how to use certain products outside of myself. You can run a special. Anyone that orders tonight gets 10% off. You could do whatever you want with that. Anything to get their information. Keep everything simple. Too much is too overwhelming. You want the products to be the center focus, not all the decor. So I like simple. And this gets easy. A lot of times people say, oh, I can't do that. I get nervous. Don't. It's fun. It's just a social atmosphere. Have the products out. Have a few catalogs laid out. I like to do mine in stations. So I might have eyes in one area with the catalog open to the eyes area. I might have all the lips in one area and have a video going. So you can kind of segment the table out, pull the chairs out so that it's welcoming and people sit down. And it gets very easy. The first time you do it's a little bit scary. From then on out, it's not at all. The last thing I want to tell you about is blitzing. I love to blitz. I don't blitz with business cards. I don't feel that they're effective for me at all. I think about myself when somebody gives me a business card, I either take a picture, save it to my phone, or I throw it away. So if I don't take a picture right then, I'm gonna lose it. So I like to blitz with catalogs. You'll never find me without catalogs in my purse, in my work bag, or in the car. It's something that I can easily say, hey, I got a new catalog in, I wanted to share with you, and here's a couple samples. I make samples on Sunday, and I try to mail out about 10 sample packs a week, depending on hostesses, depending on following up with customers. If there's a new product release, I get a couple samples in people's hands around town. It's just part of who I am. So I take samples to everything, kids events, church, the gym, out and about when I'm shopping, I'll take them with me. If somebody asks a question, I'll hand them some samples that has my business card inside, and I'll give a catalog as much as I can. I do invest in catalogs. I think that they really solidify that. They can look through there. I mean, I love getting a catalog in the mail, and so I just want to offer that to other people that may not be on Facebook, okay? So I do have a lot of customers that every time a new catalog comes out or a new product, I take it to them knowing that they're not on social media. So make sure you're doing that for yourself. Okay, so home events, super easy. In-home consults, they get easier and easier. Ask them to bring a friend. Whatever you can do to make them feel comfortable is the key piece. And blitz, but blitz with catalogs and samples. Bye, girls.